RWBY Volume 9 will be one of the greatest RWBY volumes that will ever cross our paths. The volume itself could flop, but the premise of it will not, and it's already made such a major impact on the RWBY fandom. Paired with the long hiatus, Volume 9 has already granted many individuals, such as myself, with a flood of new fanfics and theories about what's going to happen in this wonderland. From people writing about RWBY entering different mythologies, to them meeting their fairy tale counterparts, to even bringing back past characters from the dead, the fandom has done such a phenomenal job at filling the gap in content, and dare I even say some of these fanfics and theories have the potential to go beyond the quality of the show. And yes, I will eventually cover all of them on my channel, it's just gonna take me a while. And with Volume 9 airing this Saturday people, many people are either worried or have already made up their minds that this volume will be nothing more than a filler arc for RWBY. To anyone that thinks this, I ask why? Is it because we aren't following the path that we should be following when heading to Vacuo? Are our main characters still not on the path to defeating Salem? Throughout any hero's journey, there will always be obstacles and detours that take place while they're on their path, and many times these detours end up providing something substantial to the hero. Yes, it was Team RWBY's plan to head to Vacuo right after Atlas, but per usual, things didn't go as planned. Penny died, Ironwood died, Atlas fell, and they lost not one, but 2 relics. I'm sure they're going to need some time to regroup and figure out what they're going to do next. I think many people's problem with going to the Wonderland is the fact that there was a long hiatus in between Volume 8 and Volume 9, and they feel as if by not being in Vacuo, nothing of substance will be gained from here. Many people didn't like Volume 4 when it was released, as most of it was spent just traveling and us trying to get to our next big story point, at least with Team Ranger. But over time, the amount of love and support that I've seen for Volume 4 has just grown tremendously. Over time, I think Volume 9 will gain more and more support as RWBY continues. As long as we get some type of character development, I'll be happy. And I already know that they're playing up John to be something huge, and I'm just loving all the theories and ideas that you guys have all been putting in my comments. It's really hyping me up for his arc. Now, of course, I want Team RWBY to develop, but please, have RWBY and Blake talk to each other. Have Weiss and Blake have an actual conversation about what they want to do as huntresses. There are so many dynamics that could happen within Team RWBY that we just never get to see, and it's really such a shame. But with us being in this wonderland, we do get a few moments of reflection from Team RWBY as they're tested throughout this land. The only way I think that this volume would be filler is if nothing of value was gained. No character development, no plan to defeat Salem, we simply came here, looked around, found the exit, and left. That'd be the only case where I would even consider it filler if literally nothing else happened besides us getting eye candy. But frankly, with the 2 trailers that we got, we know that that's not going to be the case, as we see Team RWBY going through some type of trials, and they're really holding off and showing us John. So with that being said, I'm genuinely curious as to why so many people were saying that this will be a filler volume. Please comment your reason down below. I don't want to start a war in the comment section, I'm just curious, because frankly, RWBY does not have the time to put in filler. We already know that the show is starting to wrap up soon, and I think that Rooster Teeth has learned a lesson that they need to give the show a proper ending before it either overstays its welcome or just goes on an indefinite hiatus, which I don't think will be the case for RWBY. But Volume 9 is here, y'all, so we just have to wait and see how everything plays out. I'm hopeful about this volume. It's already made a positive impact on me, and I'm just excited to see how it finally plays out.